Next speaker, colleague Morten Helveg PETERSEN.
I'm back here, 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock for you, Mr. Designate Commissioner. Here. This is not only web streamed, it's also a 360-degree hearing of you. I was happy to hear you saying that there shouldn't be considered a contradiction between economic growth and combating climate change. And I was also happy to hear in your statement how you will address energy security as well as combating climate change. And I do urge you to have even higher ambitions on renewables, because that seems to me to be the absolute key in achieving this. Now, in your statement, it seemed to me you said that energy efficiency should be considered the first energy source. So my question to you is, how will you convince member states that this is actually the case? Because it does not seem to be the general perception right now. So please elaborate on that point. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for this question. I think actually that argument is very, very simple. Can we afford to spend 46% of our energy bill for heating and cooling of our buildings? Isn't that a little bit too expensive? When we are paying for energy imports almost 400 billion euros a year, how much we can save? What enormous potential we have in this area if we really increase the efficiency in our buildings. When I was studying these policies and was asking my colleagues in the Commission and experts why it is so difficult to convince the member states and why we didn't progress better in this matter, because the choice seems to be very obvious. We're just spending half of our energy cost on heating and cooling of the buildings. And you know, one of the responses which I think probably points to the right direction was that maybe until now we've been going through too much of a regulation, that the increase of efficiency of the building was considered as obligations, that it was more or less, I would say, such a restrictive or regulatory approach to this matter. Maybe we should think more about incentives, because very often these are the poor people who cannot afford triple glazing in their houses, who have problems to change the system in their houses or apartments for more efficient one. And therefore, I think if we would consider the schemes and learn from each other in Europe, because we have good schemes in our member states, how to motivate the households, how to motivate the municipalities and local authorities actually to work better on the energy efficiency of the buildings, I think that this may be one of the arguments which would help us to convince the member states to be more serious and more positive about these policies.